soul star chakra. And below that is the crown chakra. And below that is your third eye. You have the throat chakra, which is for communication, your voice, the heart chakra, which is represented by, in this deck, it's love, forgiveness. It's also represented by Archangel Raphael. Also, we have the solar plexus, the sacral chakra right here. And then here is the root chakra. And below that is the earth star chakra. Okay, I wanted to make sure I pointed that out. And just looking at the spread that I had this morning, around 5 a.m. this morning, this is how the cards fell out. And I was using the chakra reading cards, which is, a lot of ancient wisdom is embedded in these cards to help us balance out our healing, help us to balance and heal. And this chakra reading card deck is by Rachel Charmaine. Okay, and the publisher is Rockpool. Now, like I said in the beginning, this is just the way everything came out. Here, determination, forgiveness, inner strength, communication, which is your throat chakra, which is very important in your relationships. And when you think about, forgiveness, you might want to actually, use your voice whenever you need to, get into this energy. Also relationships. So how this fell here when I'm going from this third line, communicate love. It's gonna lead us to better relationships. If we communicate in love, it's gonna lead us to a better relationship. We're gonna need determination because you see right here, there's an uphill battle. When you in a situation, you have a loved one or somebody, sometimes it's hard. Some people find it hard for even say I love you, or they find it hard to say, forgive me, I did something wrong or something like that. If I hurt you, whatever. And then, and this is so interesting that all this fell out like this because this is the energy that we're in with Taurus, all about, and Venus. All right, and so this gonna lead us. We're gonna get strengthened. Our strength is gonna grow because if we start out here with determination and forgiveness, we're gonna grow with our inner strength. Okay, especially since we got this trifecta out here of this solar plexus, which that is all about our the seat of our power. And it's like it says, determination, self mastery, and inner strength. Okay, and rebirth is here, transformation. Okay, rebirth, transformation, as represented by the butterfly. You see that beautiful butterfly right here. And meditation. Meditation definitely got to be meditation or prayer, however you do it. You know what I'm saying? It's going to definitely be necessary, you know. And so I wanted to just highlight that, but also just keep, as you're looking at these cards, you're keeping an eye on that. This is the crown chakra, the meditation. And see rebirth. You see number 2. Been seeing that a lot. Right time, right place. And for a transformation, for a rescue. We're definitely in that energy here. That energy of transformation is definitely in the atmosphere. I feel like even as as a whole, as a collective. Yeah. So yeah, I thought that was a great read this morning. I wanted the date, like I said again, the date is May the 20th. So it's on a Sunday, May 20th, 2023. And this is the energy that I got this early this morning. And I just want to share with you. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell. And as always, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you. If you're new to, knowing what the inner man rep is all about, because you really need to. I say that understanding, to me, I define understanding as understanding what's under where you're standing. And that is something that we need to know. You know, you need to get, because that's what the scripture says. It says, get wisdom, and in all thy getting, get understanding. And understanding is understanding what's under where you're standing. Because there's some very powerful energy that is within you that you need to get a grasp of. And so this is what we're doing this reading. And this is reading that I did 5 a.m. this morning. And I was just like very excited to share it. So put a comment below, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Share this video and hit the notification bell. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Because again, if you just go over here and we begin to look, just get a little refresher, because I know I be needing a refresher on, keeping these things in line. But the crown, the third eye, there's your voice right here. It's talking about your voice. So by this coming out in this spread as well, that's telling us again our voice. Our voices are being heard. This is what we need to communicate, to our in our relationships and everything, to build them. And the green, the heart chakra, the solar plexus, the sacral, and the root, or the base chakra. So that's a set of actually that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 7 chakras that are, within the body, pretty much. Right? So I thought that was a very interesting read. And also, when we're looking at the numbers and everything, I mean, some people might look at that, some may not. But definitely, I'm really thankful, to have this energy come out early this morning, to be able to focus on and to direct my inner man on focusing on these energy. Because if you look at the energy, or if you focus on the energy, that's where you're going to be, certainly, this is what we want to make our attentions on, to focus on these type of energies here, which is going to improve our relationships and give us inner strength and total transformation. And I know I did speak about this one who I've been using the chakra reading cards. All right. Thank you. And I appreciate you. Yeah, I just want to point out a few more things here with this chakra reading. You see this one here, how the fish here, how they're having to swim upstream. And just like on that last reading with the Heavenly Bodies astrological deck, we had the square card showed up on the third line, which is letting us know, the uphill battle, that it takes, but it's going to take, some determination, and we may have to forgive some things. Okay, and also, it's also going to take inner strength. And we got all the strength we need here, because we got a trifecta out here. Self-mastery. We got to master ourselves. That way we can go out and we can be able to communicate love to others and build up our relationships. Okay, and once we've self-mastered, we're definitely going to be transformed. And this transformation card showed up in the last reading with the Heavenly Bodies astrological deck through Gemini, which is very, very spiritual. Okay, and as well as it showed up in the energy of Scorpio, which is representing rebirth, transformation. Okay, And certainly through, you can call it whatever you want to call it, meditation, or your prayers. It's definitely going to continue to help with all of this energy so that you could be flowing in this type of energy. And as always, I thank you and I appreciate each and every one of you. Please like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. Thank you. So what I thought was amazing was that how when I did the chakra card reading came out, some of the energy that was on the last reading in the astrology, it was, kind of second again over in this energy as when you look at this picture of these fishes here. These fish here, you see how they having to, swim upstream. There's a lot of resistance there, which tells us we need a lot of determination. We need determination. We have to be determined to, want to be moving forward, in these energies, because like the last reading was saying, look like all our dreams are coming true. Everything we desired, everything everything we wished for, everything we desired, the transformation that's taking place. And also looking at the other day, we had the square came out there, which was letting us know that we do have, energy that is a lot of resistance or a mountain to climb in some situations, but we're going to get through. And also in looking forward to better relationships and, better, relationships with one another and our connections that we have. Our connection with people, networking, big changes, big transformational energy here. Came out twice and just emphasize the energy more, in the areas that we really want to see them really expand and grow in, which is most likely our relationships and with with our family, with our loved ones and everything. Beautiful energy. Peace and blessings. Yeah, earlier, it wasn't even, the sun wasn't even shining, but it looked like the sun came back out. And it's like I had something else I wanted to say about this reading, right? And in the other reading, in the astrology reading that I had did previously, transformation was on the board as well, represented by Scorpio, and also I think was by Gemini, because Gemini is an air sign. It's very spiritual, and it's all about networking, and it's about, our intellect. And so those are some of the powers that we have to use our voice in communication, to, come in alignment with the energy that is going to help us heal and grow. And within that, you're gonna have to put in some prayer, put in some meditation, time in meditation. Sometimes it's just like getting alone by yourself and just focusing on these positive things, love, forgiveness, just having these, it's just these things that you need to do for yourself. It's all about yourself, you doing that for yourself, because if Christ is going to be with you, you have to take Christ with you wherever you go, whether it's to the church, wherever you're going to meet anybody. You take Christ with you. Greater is he that is within you than he that is in the world. The Most High is greater. So we have to meditate on these things. And that's what I was doing this morning. And as I began to work with this energy, this is how the energy fell, and it was coming very strong, and it lets me know that that we got to tap into our creative ability, okay, which is expressed here by self-mastery, determination, strong energy on the board, and inner strength. 3 times the trifecta on the board. And also, what are we going to do about, see, the heart chakra represents also unconditional love, our faith, you know, uh, um, the things that, forgiveness, love, just as it says. And also, and even sometimes it's all about being, enjoy, and because sometimes you gotta take a break, you gotta get away, have some playtime, me time, and just get away and let yourself get saturated in these energies, because I'm sure there's a lot of negative things that are out there that can really discourage and cause you to just think twice about some of the things that you see in your face on a daily basis. But yes, I wanted to just go back in there and make sure I got a clear, picture of this chakra reading, and just to make sure, I had went ahead on to make sure, what these at each one meant and what it represented as far as a chakra, as well as what it means, how it's expressed in the energy. Okay, thank you. Elevating her consciousness. I'm back with another video. You see, because yesterday I did a read, like 2 readings, and I really wanted to share those readings with you. And so there's going to be probably a lot of music in the background, because I was like in the area outside, and they were having like a lot of, they was enjoying themselves out there. I'm sure you all can appreciate, people that's trying to have a good time. They had some music back there, but you're probably going to hear some noise back there. But I also want to let you know, this slide here is introducing a video that I did, in which I did 2 readings. Now, the first reading that I did, I put it on at the end of the video, because it was a short video, but it was both of the readings, they kind of correlated together, the energies. And so I wanted to, I had a whole, spiel going on, but I had some technical difficulties. And so I had to end up just kind of piecing it together, or putting that part on the end, which kind of plays real good in with the one that I did in regards to. One was the chakra reading cards, and the other one was the astrology reading cards. And just so you know, that they both were a 9-card spread. And so I'm just wanting to get you kind of ready for just seeing that whole video. But I found this very interesting piece of art here with the as above, so below. And I wanted to also put some emphasis on that, because if you bring your attention to the piece of art here on the left with the sun, it's like the tree, the symbolism of the tree, as above, so below, which we also are a symbol. Trees symbolize us as humans and as people as well, which is why I put the Merkaba there in the center. And then I also have an astrological chart here, which I thought, which I just wanted to put this visual here so that it will perhaps bring some more clarity to what the cards with the reading and everything, how it kind of correlated together, which is the real reason why I wanted to share it. But I think I'm going to entitle this video, a timeless read. And the reason why I'm entitling it that, making that to be the title, is because this read is about the energies, because it's about the energy. Einstein said energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be changed from one form to another. Okay? That's a transformational. It's transformation. When something changes from one form to another, it's being transformed in some type of way. And so this first law of thermodynamics, which also is known as the law of conservation of energy, works in all spheres of life. Okay, and so looking at when you think about the sun, you see the two symbols. If you look at that piece of art, it really is a nice piece of art, I think, and it really does show a lot of meaning here in regards to the energy, as well as what it means to be a people and a person and a human. Because at the top it shows the sun, right? And then on the left and the right, you see that triangle? There's a triangle on the left and a triangle on the right. The triangle with the line across at the top on the right, it represents the fire energy. And the other one represents the energy of air or spirit, put it like that. But if you look below, you see that's above, right? But if you look below, you will see the triangle on the left with the line at the bottom represents water. And then the triangle on the right in that same piece of art represents earth. So you have fire and air, earth and water. These are the four elements. And you will notice, if you didn't notice, the sun is at the top, right? It makes sense because the sun, is what shines from above, and the tree gets gets the warmth and gets, nurtured from the sun that way. When you think about it, because sunlight is needed, the photosynthesis and all that. But below is the roots, which you could say there's the roots down there. So there's two parts of this tree that you need to realize that is essential for the whole life of the tree. But I think sometimes that we overlook how important it is because we don't necessarily always see the hidden aspects of something. Therefore, we think it's perhaps maybe not necessary, maybe it's not important. And in this case, I think it can be proven that the roots of a tree is just as important or even more important than the top part of the tree. Because if you think about it, this tree could be cut down. Think about a tree being cut down. But if you cut it down, guess what? The top part is dead, right? It's thrown into the fire or whatever, or thrown aside and it dies and withers away. But Job says by the scent of water, that tree can spring up again. It can spring up again. But see, that part of the tree, the roots, the soil, and everything that it receives from the lower parts. Well, you could say probably even in a lot of cases, it's the underworld. It's a whole world at the bottom there that you got to understand. It's a whole world down there that is very, very essential, to the life of that tree, because that tree can actually spring up again. But that part that was cut off, it cannot find any, it's done. You know what I'm saying? As far as the top part is done, because it's disconnected from its roots. That goes to show that the roots, if them roots are intact, that tree can actually live again. And that's how we are, even as individuals. You look at the picture in the middle, we have the Merkaba. It's symbolizing it with the person in there, because we do have this Merkaba. This our existential vehicle, as we may say. That's what we riding in. But in the center of there, because the videos the video that's following this is going to be talking about the chakra reading in there. But in the center of that in the center of, if you don't notice that this Merkaba has the triangle at the top, and it's like a triangle at the bottom. It's more than just one triangle there. You know, it's a whole sphere there, but then you can also see that those angles there, the triangle at the bottom and the triangle one above and one below. Okay, and that's how you are even as a person. And in the middle of there, when we talk about the chakras, for example, the sacral chakra or the solar plexus is in the middle. And you know, 3 of the cards came out and said that the solar plexus, determination, inner strength, and self-mastery. That's where that power is, in the center, at the below, in the below part. So that's a very part, that's your creative, that's where your creative energy is lie at, in that lower part. So if that part stays intact, there's possibility for regeneration. You know what I'm saying? Regeneration, that means it comes alive again, even after being destroyed. Okay, and I want to also look, if you look at the so, because it's going to be very, I just want to lay the kind of foundation for, you know, how to put these things in perspective when you're watching a video. That because then the North Node came out. If you look at the astrological chart here, and you see, look where Jupiter is. Jupiter is right next to the North Node. And also Chiron is on the top of there. And both are, like, you know, across from, is, I would say that what is directly opposing the South Node and also the Moon. And then what time it is right now, this is May, which we are in, actually May, we're in Taurus energy. You see, Jupiter is in Taurus, as well as the North Node in Taurus. So I was just so fascinated how these energies fell out, exactly how it is on the astrological chart right now, this on that same day, really, or during this same time. You know, this is where we're at. And then you got Mercury is right there in Taurus as well, with Uranus, and the Sun also being right in Gemini. So when you see this reading, just pay close attention to these energies that came out. They all came out, and it's pretty much right where the energies are being exemplified right now. And so I thought it was very important to bring that out. I thought it was just so fascinating. But put a comment below what you think about this, and please enjoy the video. Thank you. So just a couple more points I wanted to make about this spread here. And once again, this is the Heavenly Bodies astrological deck by Lily Ashwell that I've been using. And I'm really loving this Chiron energy here, along with this Scorpio and transformational energy. When I look at this Scorpios, because you know Scorpio and Saturn, they gel good together. Their chemistry is cool. Scorpio and Neptune as well, energy. Those two energy are cool together as well. And then you have Gemini and Sagittarius, because that's air and fire. So those energies gel well together. So it's just like everything out here is being second. We're going to get double for our trouble here with this one. All right. The North Node and the South Node is out here. And the South Node, by it being here in this, where it's positioned, It's letting us know that all our dreams are coming true. Healing and transformation, all the hard work and all of the patience, that we put here, although we've been restrained, all will be released. That's what that's saying to me. And then Jupiter comes out here, at the end here. And you see Gemini with these butterflies. That's transformational energy, networking, intellect, curiosity, and also Sagittarius, being out here in the end. Like I said, I actually put this card back and I shuffled again and got this one. Same energy. So that let me know that's seconding again this energy of transformation and freedom, growth, expansion. Put a comment.